So, you've crushed the corporate world, your golf swing is so smooth it should have its own fan club, and your wine collection could make a Michelin star sommelier quit out of sheer intimidation. What's next? Naturally, it's time to upgrade from being stuck in first class with the common rich folk to owning a piece of the sky. But hold on before you start strutting through private terminals like a budget James Bond. Let's talk about the cost of fractional jet ownership. It's not just about buying a fancy flying toy, it's also about paying for the privilege of feeling broke at 40,000 feet. The allure of fractional jet ownership. Imagine having access to a luxurious private jet without the headache of full ownership, no maintenance worries, no crew management, and certainly no pressure to come up with a flashy name like Cloud Cruiser or Sky King. That's the beauty of fractional jet ownership. It's essentially a high-flying timeshare, where instead of buying an entire jet, which, let's be honest, can cost a fortune, you purchase a fraction, typically 1/16th, 1/8th, or even 1/4 of an aircraft. This grants you a set number of flight hours per year, usually between 50 and 400, depending on your share size. For frequent flyers who value luxury, efficiency, and flexibility, this is a game changer. No more dealing with long security lines, flight delays, or baggage mishaps, just seamless, stress-free travel. Whether you're flying for business or pleasure, your jet is ready when you are, complete with a trained crew and top-tier service. Plus, you avoid the hefty costs of full ownership, such as maintenance, insurance, and storage fees. It's private aviation made practical, giving you the VIP experience without the overwhelming commitment. In a world where time is money, fractional jet ownership ensures you spend less of it on airport hassles and more on what truly matters, enjoying the journey. Initial acquisition costs. The buy-in. Before you start living the jet-set life, there's the little matter of buying in. Think of it as your golden ticket to the exclusive Mile High Club. No, not that one. The legal, high-flying, luxury kind. Your initial investment depends on several factors, including the type of aircraft, its age, and, of course, how big of a slice you want. For instance, if you're looking for something sleek and efficient, a 1/16th share in a light jet, like the Embraer Phenom 300, might cost around $750,000, granting you roughly 50 hours of flight time per year. Need more room to stretch out? A mid-sized jet with the same fractional ownership can range anywhere from $350,000 to $700,000, depending on the model. But if you believe in the philosophy of go big or go commercial, then a 1/4th share in a large jet can easily run into several $1,000,000, because, let's face it, luxury at 40,000 feet doesn't come cheap. Prices fluctuate based on market demand, aircraft model, and whether you're opting for something more like a Bentley in the sky or a high-performance Ferrari. Either way, fractional ownership lets you enjoy all the perks of private aviation without the stress of full ownership, because who really wants to deal with maintenance and storage when you could be sipping champagne above the clouds? Monthly management fees, keeping the bird in the air. So, you've secured your piece of the sky, congratulations. But before you start planning your next getaway, there's one more financial reality to consider: monthly management fees. Owning a fraction of a jet means you're still responsible for keeping it in pristine condition, and that comes at a cost. These fees cover essential services like maintenance, ensuring your jet is always flight ready and running smoothly, and hangar space, because even luxury aircraft need a place to rest when they're not soaring through the clouds. Then there's the crew salaries after all. Your pilots and flight attendants don't just work for the love of aviation. They need to be paid, and let's be honest, if anyone deserves a decent paycheck, it's the people responsible for getting you from A to B safely and in style. For a light jet, expect to shell out around $9,000 per month in management fees. If you're opting for something a bit roomier, a mid-sized jet might set you back anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000 per month. While it may seem like a hefty ongoing cost, Remember that these fees ensure your aircraft is always in top condition, staffed by professionals, and ready for takeoff at a moment's notice. In the world of private aviation, convenience and luxury come at a price, but for those who value time, comfort, and exclusivity, it's a small price to pay for a seamless travel experience. Occupied hourly rates. Pay as you fly. Owning a fraction of a jet doesn't mean free flights welcome to the occupied hourly rate, the aviation equivalent of a taximeter, but with far more legroom and no backseat small talk. The moment your jet leaves the tarmac, the clock and the bill starts ticking. These charges cover fuel, routine maintenance, landing fees, and other operational costs, ensuring a smooth and seamless flight experience. For a light jet, expect to pay around $3,000 per flight hour, while mid-size and larger jets can go significantly higher. The good news? You're not just paying for a seat. You're paying for privacy, convenience, and the ability to fly on your schedule. No long security lines, no boarding delays, just pure, uninterrupted luxury at 40,000 feet. Additional costs, the fine print. Just when you thought you had it all covered, here come the extras, because luxury travel always comes with a little fine print. One of the biggest wild cards: fuel surcharges. Jet fuel prices fluctuate like a stock market on caffeine, and if they spike, so does your bill. Then there are landing fees. Airports don't just let you glide in for free. Using their runways and facilities comes at a cost. Craving a gourmet meal at 30,000 feet? Whether it's lobster, filet mignon, or champagne on demand, in-flight catering isn't included in your standard costs. And let's not forget de-icing fees, because while winter wonderland looks magical from the sky, keeping your jet ice-free is an expensive necessity. These additional costs may seem minor, but they can quickly add up, turning your dream flight into a first-class financial commitment. Depreciation, the unseen expense. Owning a piece of a jet might make you feel like a high-flying mogul, but there's one reality you can't escape: depreciation. Just like cars, aircraft lose value over time, and when your agreement ends, typically after 5 years, you'll have to sell your share back to the provider. The catch? It probably won't be worth what you originally paid. Market conditions, aircraft usage, and overall wear and tear all play a role in determining your resale value, and chances are you won't be turning a profit. While fractional ownership lets you skip the hassle of full ownership, this unseen expense is something every savvy investor should factor into the equation. After all, private jets may be glamorous, but they aren't exactly appreciating assets. Is fractional jet ownership right for you? Fractional jet ownership is like having a VIP pass to the world of private aviation. You get all the perks without the full financial and operational headaches of sole ownership. It's the perfect solution for frequent flyers logging 50 to 150 hours annually, whether for business or leisure. Imagine skipping long security lines, boarding at your convenience, and enjoying a stress-free, first-class experience every time you fly. But before you start picturing yourself sipping champagne at 40,000 feet, take a step back and crunch the numbers. Does it fit your budget, travel needs, and long-term goals? While the exclusivity and comfort are unmatched, it's still a significant investment. If private jet travel is your dream, but full ownership feels like overkill, fractional ownership could be your perfect middle ground to flying in style. And there you have it, the real cost of flying like a VIP without buying the whole jet. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the skies, hit that like button, subscribe for more high-flying insights, and drop a comment below. Would you ever consider fractional jet ownership, or is first class fancy enough for you?